这个故事如果你听起来不累，那么你的听力水平在生活中是完全够用的。要持续提升英文，记得点击订阅按钮。我们开始吧。
A low lamp burned over a rough wood table in a small river town in the American West. Outside, night wind pushed dust down the empty street. Inside, 5 men sat with cards in their hands and sharp eyes on each other. Poker was more than a game in that town. It was pride, nerve, and sometimes the line between walking out rich or walking home with nothing but cold air in your pockets. Each round began the same way. Every player pushed a small coin to the center of the table. That coin was called the ante. It was the price to sit in the game. No coin, no cards. The coins were not worth much alone, but once 5 or 6 of them lay in a small pile, the game started to matter. Jack leaned back in his chair. He was a tall man with dusty boots and calm eyes. He had worked river boats, cattle drives, and rail camps. Cards were not new to him. Across the table sat Ben, a shop owner who believed luck liked him better than other people. Ben tapped the table with 2 fingers. "Cards are slow tonight," he said. "Pot is too small." The dealer slid fresh cards across the wood. Coins clinked into the center again. The game moved slowly. Bet, call, fold. Small wins, small losses. No one showed much feeling. Then Jack placed his cards down for a moment and looked at the pile of coins. "Too quiet," he said. Ben laughed. "Quiet keeps money safe." Jack reached into his pocket. Instead of 1 coin, he dropped 3 into the middle. The sound was sharp. Metal on wood. Everyone looked down. "That's not the ante," one player said. Jack shrugged. "It is now." Ben leaned forward. "You can't just change the ante." Jack's eyes stayed on the table. "Sure you can," he said slowly. "If the game is worth playing." For a moment no one spoke. The lamp flickered. A chair creaked. Then the dealer scratched his beard. "If the ante goes up," he said, "everyone matches it." Ben stared at the coins. 3 instead of 1. Triple risk. Triple pot. His heart beat a little faster. "You're pushing the game," Ben said. Jack gave a small smile. "Then keep up." Ben pulled 3 coins from his pocket and tossed them in. "Fine," he said. "Let's play." The others followed. One by one, coins hit the pile. The pot grew fast, bigger than any round that night. The room felt different now. Hands tightened around cards. Eyes sharpened. The next round started. Bets climbed higher. Players who had been calm began to sweat. One man folded early. Another stayed in too long and lost half his coins in one hand. The game had changed. Not because of the cards. Because the price to play had grown. Jack's move spread through the town faster than dust and wind. People told the story in the bar, at the horse yard, near the river docks. He raised the ante, someone said. Another shook his head. No, a man corrected. He went further than that. He upped the ante. The words stuck. They carried a clear picture. Someone pushing the game harder. Someone raising the risk so everyone else had to decide whether to step up or step away. Years passed. The phrase left poker tables and walked into daily life. A boss asking for faster work could up the ante. A runner pushing the pace could up the ante. A rival store cutting prices could up the ante. The meaning stayed simple. Raise the stakes. Make the game bigger. Force everyone to decide how brave they really are. Back in that old card room, the final hand of the night arrived. Only Jack and Ben were still in the round. The pot was huge now. Coins stacked like a small hill in the center. Ben wiped sweat from his forehead. "You started this," he said. Jack looked at his cards, then at Ben. "Game was asleep," he replied. Ben pushed more coins forward. "You still in?" Jack did not answer right away. He studied Ben's eyes, the table, the pile of money. Then he pushed his last coins into the pot. The room went silent. Ben slowly laid down his cards. 3 kings. A strong hand. He smiled. Jack turned over his cards. A straight. Stronger. The room burst with noise. Chairs scraped. Someone laughed loudly. Ben leaned back and shook his head. "All that trouble," he said. "And you win." Jack gathered the coins calmly. "It wasn't the win," he said. "Then what?" Jack slid a few coins back to Ben. The game needed fire. That simple moment lived on long after the coins were spent. The phrase "up the ante" traveled across towns, years, and countries. It no longer belonged only to poker players. It belonged to anyone who chose to raise the challenge. Life does that often. A job becomes harder. A goal moves higher. A quiet moment turns into a test of nerve. Someone raises the stakes, and the room changes. Learning a new language can feel the same. At the start, the words are small coins on a table. Simple, safe, easy to place. Then one day you decide to speak more, read more, risk more mistakes. You up the ante. the game grows bigger. Your heart beats a little faster, just like those players under the dim lamp long ago. But that is where the real story begins. Because every step forward in life starts the same way. Someone places a few more coins on the table and says, "The game is worth it."
能以非母语者的身份专注学习到现在，这本身就是很棒的进步。真诚感谢你的观看。如果你觉得本期内容实用，点赞或留言让我知道你的想法，这对我持续创作非常重要。我们下期见。